For the Caring for the Kenai project, students need to cite sources where they get their information from. They will do this in APA format. They can either do it by going online and figuring out the format and following that, or they are also welcome to use some different engines that will generate the citation for them. I am familiar with citationmachine.net, so I'm going to show you that one. But if you have a different one, feel free to use it. I just may not be able to help you in using that. But first, before we can even cite anything, we actually need to find an article. So I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to search, since plastic waste seems to be a problem, I'm going to go ahead and search that up and find a good article. So I'll click the first one, go into We Depend on Plastic, National Geographic. It's a good source. It's not Wikipedia. It's reputable, so we'll use that one. And I read through it. If I think it looks like a good source, I'm definitely going to want to use it. Then I want to go over to citationmachine.net and click on Create Citations. Now, citationmachine.net is free currently, so they have a lot of ads on it. If that bothers you, you might have to find something else, or you can also pay to get rid of the ads. I always just let them go. I don't have a lot of extra money to pay for this, so it is free if you just kind of can put up with those ads. Once you click Create Your Citation, you will get a choice. So even if you were to use this for other types of papers where you're required to use MLA or Chicago, that is an option available. But for this project, we're going to specifically use APA. And then once you click that, you get some choices up here. These are the most common, and then Other has a list of things that are a little less common, but you may run into. Mine is a website, so I'm going to go here to Website. And then I'm going to go back to the website I want to use, and I'm going to Control-C will copy it, and then Control-V will paste it in here. And it'll search and find some information automatically. If you don't like that, you can always manually enter all the information as well. So once I click that, it's going to load up, and if it finds a source, it'll be down here. If not, it'll tell you to just go on and you need to manually enter it. So select that. It'll tell you what you found. I don't even worry about that. I just go on to the final step, and then I go through and I need to check each of the things and be sure that it's right. So it says my article title is We Depend on Plastic, Now We're Drowning in It. So I can go back and see, is that really my title? Yes, it is. That is something that's commonly messed up. Many times they'll replace it with the website title instead of the article title. So that's good. It's also got my authors, so I go check. I've got Jason and Ryan. Let's see if those are my articles. And it actually looks like that's not true. It's by Laura Parker. So it's finding that somewhere else within the website. So I need to go back and edit that. And I need to type Laura Parker. Always good to check, be sure that things are correct. Okay. Once I've got that corrected, the URL is definitely correct because I copied and pasted that. It says it's published May 16th, 2018. Let's see if that's true. See if I can find a date. Sometimes you can't find article authors or dates. If you can't find something, leave it blank. But if you can find it, type whatever you can find. So it says this was in June 2018. I do not have a date, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to use June 2018. Then I put the date accessed. So I accessed it today, November 2nd, 2018. I go back through, just double check, be sure that everything looks good. It does. So I'm going to create citation. Once I do that, it pops up. It'll give it a moment to load with all the ads, but it will create it. What you want to do is you want to copy that and add it to a Google Doc that you're saving and keeping all of these resources in. This will go into your final paper at the end, and we'll go over more about how to cite it in text, but there is a handy feature in here that you can click on. And it'll talk about the in-text citation of what you need. So when I cite it in text and parentheses, I would put Parker and 2018. There is no and because I don't have another author, so that is something I do need to fix. That were if there were two authors. If there is no author, you will use the article title and the year. Sometimes there isn't a year, so you might just use the article title. You kind of use what you have. If it is a page in a book, you reference the page number that you found it on. But we'll go over more of that in class and how that works. If you're quoting something, you will put the quotes around the words, and then you'll put this at the end. So pay attention to that in class and how that works. You can also Google it to see what it would look like in a paper as well. So I hope you find that helpful. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me.